Good afternoon, Yankee fans. How's everybody doing in the chat? Hopefully, everybody's good. This is a short that I wanted to put out there. Hey Katie, how you doing? So this is a short to let you know what's going on. So the New York Yankees have announced a press conference tomorrow at 12 p.m. It will be seen live on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. And because of that, what we're going to do is we'll dissect it all at 1 p.m. So the press conference is at 12 with Aaron Boone also talking about the offseason strategies and also about Anthony Volpe. I'm sure there's going to be some interesting talk there. So here's a note. No morning show tomorrow at 8:30. We will be back on Friday at 8:30 a.m. So instead of coffee, bagels, and omelets at 8:30, we're going to have coffee, bagels, and lunch at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. live tomorrow. Please make a note of it. Everybody come in. It should be some interesting information always with that coming up. So I think you'll enjoy it, and we appreciate all of that. Plus, remember tonight, everyone, I will be back on at 8 o'clock with the live play-by-play of the Blue Jays and the Mariners game. Come and join the chat, keep me company, and we'll have a really good time. Probably Ken from the Yankees, The Ugly Truth, will join us probably around the fourth or fifth inning. So there's a lot going on. So that was with the Yankees making these announcements and all, I thought it'd be great for you guys to have a show at 1 p.m. So the Yankees press conferences, they usually go an hour. So it'll be on at 12 o'clock if you have the Yes Network, or if you have the Yes app, that app that they have, the Gotham app, you'll be able to see it. But don't fret. If you don't see it, you'll get all the info as we're going to have Evan watching it, myself watching it, and other people watching it. So, but we thought it'd be best, instead of going 8:30 and then come back at 1 and, go on and on, we'll just do one really nice show at 1 p.m. Tomorrow afternoon. So, and then of course, if you miss it, it'll always be taped, so you'll get to see it. But I did want to update everyone, and of course, I'll update everyone during the play-by-play tonight. So that's what's going on right now, folks. Please subscribe, press the like button as we go into tonight's game. Hi, Jacob Petruzzi. How you doing? What's going on? So if you're just joining us and you didn't hear, reason why I came on with a short now is to let everybody know that tomorrow morning there will be no 8:30 show, but there's a good reason for it. We're going to come on at 1 o'clock Eastern time and have a nice Yankee show right after the New York Yankees press conference at Yankee Stadium. So they're going to go on at 12 o'clock. They should be done by 1 o'clock. We will come on exactly 1 o'clock and dissect exactly what's going on, what they're saying, what they said, and all of that. So it makes for a great show. So instead of having coffee, bagels, and omelets, we're going to have coffee, bagels, and lunch. Tomorrow we're going to share at 1 p.m. All right, so please make a note of it. We'll put a short out to remind everyone. Of course, tonight, if you're in the play-by-play with me on the Mariner game and on the Mariner Blue Jay game, I will remind everybody we will be back in the morning on Friday morning, but tomorrow morning, no show until 1 p.m., and it'll be dedicated, of course, all to the Yankees and that press conference. It's going to be interesting to see what they have to say. I'm sure somebody's going to come out and say, well, if Volpe was that bad, why was he playing? Why was he playing? And it's some people are a little annoyed. Some people said it's sort of like a joke. So let's see what they have in mind. I'm sure they're going to be very cordial. They're going to meticulate everything that they say, and from then on in. So it's going to be interesting. That's why I figured we do a follow up the minute they go off the air, the minute we go on the air, because they usually go 1 hour. They don't go any more than that. They usually go 1 hour, especially press conferences like that. Boone will talk halfway. Cashman will talk halfway, and I'm sure they'll address the coaches that already have been let go or left. Things that are coming up, what they're looking at, and yeah. So let's see how everything goes, and we'll dissect it all for you. That's what we're here for. So let's see how things go. I'll answer a couple of questions before we go off. Celia, Joe, I heard Volpe had surgery. The fact that continue to play him while he was hurt for the entire season, I feel like the mismanaging. I'm sure it'll be the same old story with Cash and Boone. Yeah, and we got to see. It's going to be interesting to see what they have to say. That's my main thing. I want to see exactly what they're going to say about that. Somebody asked them. I mean, I wish I was there, because the first thing I would do and say, if this guy was hurt and hurt badly, and he's having surgery a week later, how can you let him play? And the thing that bothers me is they had the players in Jose, and I would have been and you guys would have been satisfied not only with Jose, but with Rosario. They can't afford to let Rosario go now, because I don't care what what one surgeon says. It takes almost 9-10 months. I did speak to a surgeon today, and believe me, and I trust him wholeheartedly. He's been a surgeon of major athletes, and he was kind enough to call me back. And I'm telling you, it might take about 11, 12 months for this to heal properly. And we all know how cautious the Yankees are. So if they were smart right now, you better sign Rosario, and you have a nice combination there. Then when Volpe's was ready to go, then we'll worry about it. So this kind of changes plans a little bit, because I really felt that they probably let Rosario go, but now I'm thinking about it. You need to sign him, otherwise here we go again, a weak bench, and they got to they got to get somebody who bats 200. You don't need that. We don't need that. We don't want that. No need for that when you have a Rosario who you clearly stated he loves being a Yankee. No excuse. Sign his buns right now. Don't fool around. If you got to give him a few extra bucks, so be it. But at least we can go in with a clear head and a nice and a good combination of Jose and Rosario. Wow. I didn't think all of you were going to join me this early, but thank you. So Katie, Jason, John K, Ryan, Celia, you're all here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. But like I said, Yankee girl, I haven't seen you in a long time. How you doing? Jacob Petruzzi. So we got the gangs all here. I want this tonight too, man. Give us some love on NY Mania tonight. As we dissect the game 3 with the Mariners and the Blue Jays. But I don't know. Do you guys agree with me that in my opinion, Rosario should be signed ASAP? JT, how you doing? Welcome. Like I said, I'm flabbergasted. All of you guys, coming on here. Hey, Celia again. His postseason stats were absolutely horrible. 73% K rate. How do you not put Jose out there? That is real. That is really bugging me now. Well, I can tell you, Celia, another thing that'll bug you is going to be their answer tomorrow. What are they going to say? I mean, just go through this crystal ball of what you think the Yankees are going to say. And they're going to say, well, we thought, it was good. He was able to hit. He was able to throw. But in the meantime, they're endangering that kid for no reason. I could see if you had no backup, but you had two very, very capable backups. That's the thing that bothers me. That really, really, really bothers me. Cruise Control, how you doing? Welcome. Man, I was only having this for 5 minutes, and I'm already 12 minutes into the stream. You guys are great. Thank you. Remember, everyone, please subscribe to the channel. We did put out a short today about the coaches. We put out a thing about Volpe. So we are covered. And as I told you, all winter long, we will cover everything, whatever we hear, and that it's 100% true. We're going to cover it as fast and as often as we can. JT, I feel the Yanks set up Volpe for a failure. Well, I am very interested in hearing what on earth they were thinking to put him out there, knowing they had Rosario and Jose. You had two very, 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 very capable shortstops. How do you play a guy that's going to get an operation as soon as the playoffs were over? This is what I don't understand. Somebody please explain this to me, because it makes no sense. Right now, I'm sorry, but the Yankees look very silly, and in a direction that is not good at all. You know what? Let's see who's there. Okay, SS. The big announcement is that we're going to go live as soon as the Yankee press conference is over tomorrow, and we're going to dissect the press conference. Let's pick out what we see, what we see inside. I've seen so many of these press conferences. I have a good vision of what they have in mind. So there'll be no 8:30 show tomorrow morning, guys. Remember that. But so instead of coffee, bagels, and Yankee talk, we're gonna have coffee, bagels, and lunch tomorrow at 1 p.m. The press conference is at 12 p.m. If you guys have the Gotham app or the Yes Network, wherever you are, for sure, turn it on. It should be entertaining. Some people are making fun that what can the Yankees possibly say about the Volpe thing? There's no getting around it. No, Boone is not getting fired, SS. Come on. He's not getting fired. Trust me on that one. They're going to go on with, this is like their end of the year goodbye to the fans and hello to next year. But this is going to be a little different because they're going to update us on all the injured players. They're going to they got to answer to Volpe. I'm sorry, but they got to answer to Volpe. What can they possibly say? Everybody knew that he had the labrum problem. Everybody knew that, and yet because he got an injection and he felt better, they just throw him back out there when you have two very capable players on the bench. Oh my God. How do you answer to that? That's what's it's intriguing me. Like, I can't wait. Ultra Cowboy. I can't wait for this press conference because it boggles my mind, and it should boggle all you Yankee fans. How does it not? I mean, in the beginning of the season, we had no backups. They were, they were basically useless. I'm sorry to say. But after the trade deadline, you mean to tell me you couldn't rest Anthony Volpe when you had Jose and a Rosario? I mean, come on. That is a little bit far-fetched. SS. Okay, I was kidding. Fishman probably gone in more serious guess. As many times as Boone faced the press, it's time to get analytic department to dismantle their inner happenings. Yeah, and I agree with you. You know, I really hope that the press is not easy on them tomorrow. But knowing the press, they're going to, they're all big shots whenever the Yankees aren't in the room. When the Yankees are in the room, they're all pansies. They're all, oh, well, let me see what I'm going to, tell it like it is. Don't be afraid. What do you think is going to do? They're going to rip your pass away? Ask away, man. Ask your question. That is a good reporter. I mean, because let's face it, we want to know. I want to know exactly why was Volpe playing when you knew a week later he's going to get a pretty major operation. And how do you answer that? That's intriguing. Jake, Joe, if you had no backup, that would have been different. But he clearly had guys to back him up. They gave themselves less of a shot to win by playing in the postseason. I agree with you. I'm telling you, the fans deserve an explanation because that was ridiculous. Ultra Cowboy, welcome aboard again. Yankees need a right-handed catcher, a true major league short. Listen, they could win with Rosario and Jose at shortstop. Let's put that to rest. The Yankees need a right-handed catcher, but we also need a true leadoff hitter. Where are you going to find this leadoff hitter? A lot of people, including Evan, our co-host on the show, believe they have one, but they just don't play him. In Dominguez, he's got power, he's got speed, he's got agility, and he's got youth. Why would you not want to try this man, give him 400 at-bats, and let's see what he can do? I'd rather see what he can do and then get rid of him if you want to get rid of him, then sit him on the bench. You wasted 2-3 years of this guy's life for no reason. Okay, he was hurt a little bit. He had, he came back. But when he came back, they eased him in, but then they stopped. Why did you stop? These are the questions I want answered. I want them answered. So why did you stop developing Dominguez, and why were you letting Anthony Volpe play every day? Why? And Ultra also mixes in time for Stanton to go. Well, listen, he's one less headache, but listen, again, it ties up the DH. You can't do much with people when Stanton is there, and you still have 2 more years. You still have 2 more years of that. And I don't know what to tell you. I mean, the one thing is he's a great soldier. Stanton has been a great Yankee supporter. He's never did he hide from anything or anyone. And that's the beauty of Giancarlo Stanton. Hey, Jake, welcome to the stream. So I don't know. I honestly, I have so many questions that I want answered. And that's why we're coming on at 1:00 tomorrow, because, it's easy to come on at 8:30 and say, hey, let's talk about what they're going to, no. Let's have the facts. So I rather wait till 1:00 and we will have questions and answers, but it's going to be a lot of fun because I could just see it now. Their heads are together. Like, how are we going to make the people believe why we played Anthony Volpe? That's what I want to know. How can you know this guy had the injury, you played him, and then a week later, I mean, he struck out 11 out of 13 times. You played him, and now yesterday he had an operation. Does that seem right to you guys? Does that seem right? Lou, the announcement, I didn't mean to make it sound that dramatic, but it is. We're going to come on immediately following the Yankee press conference tomorrow because I think it's important for the fans to talk about it. I really, really want to see what Cashman and Boone have cooked up. I really do. What can they possibly defend? And I really wish there is somebody that will give them the hard questions and not let them ride, because we'll never know. We'll never know. And that's not right. That's not right. Jake, honestly, I think it's just showing favoritism towards him. Boone treats him like a son. Yeah, well, you treat him like a son, and this is what you get. You lost this. Listen, I'm not saying anything could have happened, but I think that Jose and or Rosario could have done better than 11 out of 13 strikeouts. I'm pretty sure of that. Maybe they wouldn't have gotten 10 hits, but they would have hit the ball, and who knows what would have happened. Volpe is not a game changer, so it don't matter. No, that's not true, Lou. That's not true. That's the psyche of the team. Your shortstop is very, very important, Lou. You want to win a championship, go and find a team that doesn't have a good up the middle. You need a good second baseman, a solid shortstop, a good catcher, and a really good center fielder. When the Yankees were winning, that's what they had. The formula was there. And for a lot of other clubs, too. So, whether you think Volpe's important or not, that's not the question. The question is, we could have gotten more out of Jose or Rosario. And why wasn't that done? That's what I want somebody to explain to me. Sean Browning, why in God's green earth would you play a kid with a torn labrum, especially after we traded for Jose and Rosario? Well, that's my point. Sean, you hit it on the nose. You hit it on the nose. How can they defend that? That's what's intriguing me. I can't wait to hear this answer. And we are going to give all the quotes. Oh yeah. And Ultra goes, Joe, sorry, the Yanks. But Ultra, this isn't the point right now. The point is we want answers. Why did they play Volpe knowing he was hurt like that and getting an operation? We're not talking about are they going to win with Boone or whatever. Boone took us to a World Series. We lost because of our defense and because we were playing two players short. Because Anthony Rizzo was hurt and the other guy in left field was just out to lunch, Verdugo. And that was the problem. Give me that team last year and with Rice and Bellinger, see if the Yankees would have won. They can win with Boone. The players need to show up. Boone doesn't go out there and perform on the field. That's right. That's right, Jake. You're 100% right. Yeah, well, Cortez, right. Or, right, exactly. Well, yeah, but, Ultra, the bottom line is Boone would have never heard the end of it any which way. If he brings in Cortez, why didn't you bring in Hill? Then if you bring in Hill, well, how can you not go with the veteran guy? So my personal feeling, I would have went with Hill, but you can't kill him on that. You can't. Soto carried Boone to the World Series. Well, most of it, yes. I'm not going to say no to that. That's 3 stars. The outcome is different. Yeah. But like I said, the Yankees went 2 men short last year. And you know the icing on the cake that you knew Volpe was hurt when he couldn't cover first. He was not himself. He tried. I give him, EEEEEAAA for effort, but he couldn't do it. And the Yankees threw him out there. It made no sense. No sense. And because they didn't protect themselves, they had nobody else they could count on. This year, they could have put Ben Rice there. They could have put Bellinger there. Dominguez would have went. They would have had a much better offensive team, and I think they would have beat the Dodgers last year. I really do. Mr. Met, how you doing? Soto didn't carry the Yankees to the World Series. Stanton did. Well, they both did. Let's be honest. Soto got a lot by hitting home runs and getting that clutch home run against the Indians. I mean, let's be fair. Soto did his part, but so did Stanton. Sean Browning. They knew Volpe was injured, but they downplayed it, and now they can use the season against him and arbitration. Yeah. I mean, they're not publicly going to say that, but I agree with you. I just can't wait to hear what the excuse was to play this guy, Sean. Could somebody just tell me why? Then why did you get Rosario? Why did you get Jose? It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. It's just very, very weird. It's very, very weird. And I got to tell you, I'm a little embarrassed. You say, Yankees, this is the golden brand, but they've done some things in the past 2 years that really scratch your head. You really scratch your head. I mean, I don't understand some of the moves here. I mean, who is making these calls? What is really going on? And you don't have to be analytic to know that Volpe was hurt. Why was he in there almost every game? Why? Because once in a while he drove the ball over the fence or he drove a double to the right center field wall. Please. I would have a lot more respect for the Yankee brass if they admitted they were wrong. And they're not going to do that. So right now they're thinking every which way, how do we get out of this mess now? And you know how? If they bar certain, we don't have enough room for media. You don't have to come. They're going to pick and choose to see who's going to be there tomorrow. I wouldn't believe me. I've seen it. And that's not fair to the public. It's not fair to people who pay good earned money to see the Yankees and to see what happened. Do you know how, it must have pained. I don't blame Volpe. I blame them. How can you blame Volpe? The man just went under the operation and he's striking out. He couldn't swing the bat. And he tried. You got to give him kudos for that. But if you're in pain, how are you going to catch up with a 98 and 100 mile an hour fastball? That's his lead hand, his arm, his swing. How do they do that? Somebody explain this to me. And before they get into fixing the team, they need to address this, and they got to be honest. I don't know how honest they're going to be tomorrow. I really don't. And I hope to God they are, and they don't make fools out of the people. I really do. But that's why I decided let's do a 1 o'clock extravaganza show with dissecting the Yankee press conference. So again, everyone, remember 8:30 in the morning. There's no morning show, but at 1 p.m. that morning show comes on, NY Yankee Mania, and we will dissect everything. Independent Curry is back. How you doing? Thank you this morning for the nice gesture, and I really appreciate it. And I hope everybody here that's in the stream and in our email, please subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it. Press the like button. Again, it means a lot to us. Please subscribe. We still have 38% of you that watch us every morning, every day, every post-game, pre-game interviews that are not coming to subscribe. And I just don't understand why. It takes 1 minute to go over there, subscribe. That's all you got to do. You'll never miss a notification. You'll never miss that I'm doing that we just come on like this. And I feel that tomorrow, right after the Yankee press conference, you are deserving of having a show and talking about what we just saw, whether we like it or not. So let's go to the new guy on the block, Independent. How are you? I love Volpe. He's being asked to do something that he was capable of doing in AAA, but not his wheelhouse. His wheelhouse is running, fielding, hitting line drives. 20 homers for the casino analytics. Yep, good observation. Good observation, man. You know, Independent, you're really right on it. You really are right on it. Celia, the analytics say home runs are better, right? Maybe they thought that Volpe was more capable of hitting a home run than Jose. maybe, but the enthusiasm. I mean, right now they should have played Jose. And then when he got tired, you had Rosario. That's what I don't understand. SS. Jake, Judge needs that elbow to be fixed, so expect him to miss time, surgery happening. I'll be surprised if he doesn't get it. They can't Rizzo him. Yeah, you're right. Like Katie says, we shall see what happens. But I think everybody's got to be, and remember, everyone, anybody that can't see that press conference, that's another reason why I'm coming on at 1 o'clock, because I want everybody to know exactly, and we will dissect it all. I am not going to leave a morsel out. We are going to talk about this because we everybody, each and every one of you in the chat, blood, sweat, and tears here day and night. We deserve to know exactly what the story was. We really, really do. I saw that already. Let's see. Judge will likely DH with that surgery. You can still hit with Tommy John surgery. You just can't field, which means they're opening up for Stanton to play right field. And I don't know if that's the right thing to do. I don't. The Yankees have a big chance to change this team around right now. And maybe they can't because they're going to be held up. That's why we need to know, is Judge getting the surgery? At least we know that Volpe did. So now they know they have right there, they have the guy to help him out. They have a Rosario there. Take advantage of him. Sign him now. Don't wait. The price will go up. And other teams, what they're going to do is they're going to jack up that price for the Yankees. So if the Yankees were smart, they'd get him right now. Yeah, Sean, Bellinger is a priority, but so is Rosario. So is somebody that's going to help at shortstop. And then you got to tackle right-handed hitting catcher and a leadoff hitter, which I believe they have a leadoff hitter, and that is Dominguez. So, it's just crazy. Yeah, Rizard. Thank you, Sean. Yes, it is. It is crazy, but I'm telling you, they got to do it. You're gonna feel sorry, and then, oh, look what we paid for a backup player. Oh, look, you got him right now. Sign him. Don't let him out there. Don't let the other general managers make fools of you. So you give him a little raise. Big deal. He loved being a Yankee. He was the first guy out screaming and yelling and rah-rahing the team. How can you not want to sign this guy? It's absolutely insane. And listen, like I said this morning, it's a pipe dream to have. You're not getting Contreras. We're not getting Contreras. Celia, Joey, they tried to lead off Dominguez for 6 games in the middle of the season. They won all those games with him leading off. And then they switched. Analytics are killing this team. Yep. Yeah, well, that's another perfect question to ask them. If Dominguez led off and you won all those games, what'd you take him out for? That's what I want to know. But nobody's going to ask him that. Nobody, because nobody, either they're not smart enough or they're so scared of their job. NY Mania. Are you high on the possibility of acquiring Tucker, or should they raise Spencer Jones to the 40-man? Yeah, we're not getting Tucker, and that is not happening. They have $78 million to play with, and they're not going to do 50 of that or 40 of that to Tucker. They're not going to do it. You got the same type of player with Cody Bellinger, and you could probably get him for 28 to 30. So why fool around with this guy who did absolutely nothing in the playoffs? Did absolutely nothing. What did Tucker do? Nothing. I just don't trust it. I don't trust those Houston guys coming to New York. I don't like it. I just don't like it. The only guy that I still have a lot of respect for is Carlos Beltran. He admitted what happened. He was part of the deal. He apologized a million times, and I think they've forgiven him. But what Celia said is fantastic. I'd love to hear from the Yankees with that story. How do you lead off 6 times and they win all games? You win all the games where you take them out. Why? Why? At least wait to lose a game. Then you want to take them out, take them out. Sometimes you have to be a rocket scientist to figure this stuff out. My question would be, why do you go to the prospects? You did not go to the prospects, especially Dominguez. Your guess is as good as mine, Sean. I really don't know. Yeah, I really, and it's good wording from SS. Celia, a question about Dominguez is a perfect example how the Yankee analytics were based off of fruity accumulated data model. This is self-explanatory given the meaning. Yeah, it's hallucination. I get it. I get it. I don't like it, and I get it. It's totally and utterly ridiculous. Ridiculous. And I'll keep saying ridiculous. The Yankees could have saved the season. And they were thick-headed. They had to play Volpe. Again, nothing against Volpe. The man was hurt. How do you going to defend that? That's what I am waiting for. I'm counting the hours. I want to know how you could defend that. And is anybody going to ask him? But they'll all talk. Once the Yankees are in the room, everybody's like a mouse. They will not talk. Oh, they'll say, oh, probably say something, Meredith. Meredith, probably will have a little bit of openness and just say, well, if you knew Volpe was hurt, how did you play him? Why did you play him? I'm talking out training for work, NY Yankee May. So whatever we have open panel discussion on analytic subject, I'm glad to come on and talk about it. Of course I will. And please call me Joe. Stop calling me NY Yankee Mania. We're friends and we're family here. SS, I'm Joe. Joe. You don't have to say, and I appreciate that. But no problem at all. Just say Joe or Evan or who's ever on. You don't have to go with NY Yankee Mania. We're all family here. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So so we'll have you on. I have no problem with that. I'm itching for you guys to, especially tomorrow. After that press conference, I would love to hear from you guys. And I'm telling you, if you want to come on, just go to the website. If I don't have your number, send me an email, send us an email, and I'll call you and I'll get you on. But I can't do it during the show. I don't want to put links, up there, and then everybody trying to get on. There's only so much space we can have. But if we do it the right way, tomorrow you guys can come on. I have no problem with that. We got all day to talk to you guys. You want to stay on, you stay on. So contact us at joeyankees28@gmail.com, joeyankees28@gmail.com. You can do that starting now. You could do it tonight, but do it before 12 o'clock tomorrow, because I want to be able to get in touch with everybody and give them what time they're going to come on, so I can give you the links. So I would really do that. Let's see what SS has to say again. Tagging the channel name on YouTube channel is what I did there. Your channel is essentially your social media. Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying as a one-on-one basis, and I appreciate everything you guys are doing for us. I really do. I'm just saying, to be formal, you don't have to be. You're a family here. That's all I was saying. I didn't mean anything, and I appreciate how you guys promote the show. I really do. Let's see. Oh, Jose Insight. How you doing, big guy? What happened to the Brewers contact hitting with the Blue Jays hitters, Joe? I have no idea. I have no idea. Susan, Sean Brown, Jose, I'm baffled on that. But Sean Browning says Susan Woolman will ask, but she may not even be there. Who knows? Let's see. I got that. Jake. Also, the fact that he kept pitching to Guerrero when he had almost an 800 average against Yankee pitching this series is baffling. Oh, I know that. He was responsible for a ton of their runs. And look what he's doing now. 0. Where is that smile on his face, huh? oh, man. I love it that he's not smiling. Unfortunately, tomorrow I have to take my wife's car to drop it off the service, so I'm not sure I'll be able to chime in much. But it's okay. You can come on the next time. And the next time, you can always come on. There's no problem. Don't worry about it. And you can watch the video. You could still be in the chat. I have no problem with that, SS. And I like calling you SS. So, let's do that's fine. Like I said, I think the 1 o'clock is great, and it will be fun because I want answers. I don't know if we're going to get them tomorrow. He left it in the Yankee clubhouse, Joe. Yeah, he did. He left his bat. He left everything in there just to show us I mean, this goes to prove that Toronto can be beat. We just did, they just did something to us, and I don't know what it is. Vladdy plays well against the Yankees, quiet versus everyone else. How is he worth $500 million? Well, maybe to them, as long as he does this to the Yankees, they're happy to pay the $500 million. They brought Judge back too soon and played injured Volpe. No wonder they're a mess. Yeah. And what are they going to say about it? What are they going to say about it? That's the amazing feed here. How do you defend this? How do you defend this? I don't know. I have no idea. Sorry, my mouth is dry. But hey, Lou, how you doing? Welcome. Let's see. I don't care about this season. I want to know how future looks like. Well, Lou, we're gonna get a little insight, I hope, tomorrow. But I think we have a lot of pieces there. We have the pitching. We have the starting pitching. And of course, Garrett Cole comes back. They're going to probably say something tomorrow. How far? I know he's ahead of schedule, which is great. So that's going to help. So we'll see how that goes. And they got to make decisions on Weaver, on Williams, Ryan, all kinds of, they got to bring back Tim Hill. They have to bring back Tim Hill. That's a must. That's a must because he's almost automatic, especially when he gets more, a little bit more rest. All right, we have a new person in here, King Solomon. Well, I don't care if it hurts. It's not a good ball player. Look at the way he moves with his feet. Not a shortstop. Don't blame it on the shoulder. Well, it doesn't matter, King, and thank you for coming on. I appreciate that. But the bottom line is he's playing and he wasn't playing well. So we have to have answers. As fans, as people reporting on them, we need answers. Why did they play him? Why? Let's see. Jose. Lou, we had a roster to compete. However, our players' accountability was horrible this postseason, especially with pitching. Yep. I definitely see your point on that, Jose. Just Mintz. Sean Vladdy's the face of the Jays franchise. They had to pay him. Well, if they didn't pay him, the New York Mets were going right after him, guys. We all know that. That's 100% true. He would have definitely. The Mets were ready, willing, and able. That I can tell you. But he signed with Toronto, and he's Toronto Blue Jay now for many more years. So, with that. So, programming notes, everyone. Again, we will be on in a couple of hours at 8:00 as I will bring you the play-by-play of the Mariners Blue Jays game 3 coming from Seattle, Washington. That's at 8:00. Also, of course, tomorrow morning, no morning show. That will come back Friday morning. But tomorrow morning show will be at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. right after the Yankees press conference. So make sure that you're here for that. I think it's something you won't want to miss. You're going to have a chance to really dissect what Boone and Cashman are saying and what they've said and what happened with the coaches and what's going to happen. So there's a lot involved here, guys, a lot of things that we're going to dissect. I can't stress enough. I have no idea what they're going to say. They're going to defend everything they can. They're going to defend analytics. They're going to defend everything. But let's just see. Let's see, how it goes. So for a little stream that was supposed to be 5 minutes, I'm going on an hour, guys. Oh my God, you guys are the best. You don't realize it. How cool the stream is and was. And I really appreciate this. This is very unexpected. I was only coming on to tell you guys that we're switching from 8:30 in the morning tomorrow to 1 o'clock, so that we can dissect and have a great show on the Yankee press conference for the end of the year. So and that's it. We would stay on a little longer, but we are coming back in 2 hours, guys, with the game. Lou says, Joe, you're the best ranter in the business. Well, thank you, Lou. Appreciate that. I think that's a compliment. Uh, well, thank you. But again, anybody that's in the stream or in the email, please subscribe while you're going out. Really appreciate it. Press the like button and show some love tonight with the game stream. Come and keep us company. Ken from The Ugly Truth will be on with us a little bit later. You never know. We could have some surprises, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And for you guys that want the Blue Jays to lose, you have a chance to go up 3-0. And of course, the Blue Jay fans here obviously want the Blue Jays to really kick it in tonight. So let's see how it goes. But in the meantime, I will see you guys in a couple of hours at 8 p.m., 8:05. Please come in, show some love, and hang out with me for the whatever, for a little baseball, and we'll do the best we can on the play-by-play. Then Ken will come on, and we'll talk, and we'll have a good time. But remember, please, if not now, later on, subscribe. Takes 1 minute to do that. All the notifications you'll get everything. And we really appreciate it here. With that in mind, everyone, go have a nice dinner, go relax, do whatever, go take a nice walk. It's not bad, especially in New York City. Beautiful day out. So whatever you're doing, go relax. And at 8 o'clock, pick up your feet, put on the game, and put on NY Yankee Mania, and we'll have some fun together. Take care, everyone. God bless you all. God bless America. We love you. And thank you so much for coming on in the spur of the moment here. It means the world to me and to NY Mania. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you at 8 o'clock. Good day, everyone. Enjoy your meal. Enjoy dinner. And hug the grandkids and everyone else. Take care, Katie. We'll